Come on, Z.
Okay, so firstly, congratulations the kind of response the trailer has got. It's amazing. What do you want to say about, especially what kind of response did you get after the trailer got out?
First of all, I'm like amazed by we have 30, I think 39 million
Oh, it's
on
reached
our
39.
trailer. It's reached
Yeah.
39 million. I think Archit, the director, was telling me that we're the third highest viewed trailer ever of a series. The first two being Mirzapur and Family Man, and we come third. So I think I think it's amazing that a trailer of a series can garner that kind of numbers. And even if you like read the comments below, below the YouTube trailer, people have such lovely things to say about the show, about the actors, and about of course the music. And it's so lovely to be part of something that is talking about a very intrinsic topic, and the fact that people are accepting it with open arms, and I'm super kicked about that.
I think the trailer, of course, we're super excited that it's been viewed. We're almost, we were third highest, you said, right? Which is outstanding. Secondly, I think what really stuck with the trailer is, of course, the characters are lovely, but the music that is sort of, everybody's humming it. It is just, it's got this vibe that there is a certain vintage old world feel to it that people have just sort of grabbed onto so well. Of course, there is a lot of curiosity as to what Dr. Arora is and what he's doing.
Right.
I remember with me, I'm just like blink and you miss sort of a shot.
Yeah.
So I was traveling somewhere where there was absolutely no network, and I couldn't download the trailer for the longest time. It took almost an hour and a half for the trailer to download. So I called my manager and said, "How is it? What is it?" She's saying, "Arey, the trailer is very nice, but you're not there." And I'm like, "What? Really?" So she's
Because
like,
you
"Yeah."
had to get that song,
I know. So I said, anyway,
She's not in
I
the trailer,
think-
but she has an entire song called Mehram, which is like the most amazing song ever.
I know. So I said, listen, I'm sure they have a plan. So I'm just going to sit pretty where I am and let's enjoy. So for the first 3 days, I couldn't connect with anybody. And then the third day, Archit, I spoke to him, a director, and he's like, do you know what? It's going crazy. The YouTube world has just erupted with our trailer, and yeah, so is the song. So it all works out well.
Ma'am, talking about your characters, there was something about your characters. How?
So I play Vaishali. I think it's very rare for actors to get a character like say an onion. I don't know if it's a weird analogy, but you can just keep peeling off, and there are just layers and layers and layers to her. She is mysterious. She is melancholic. There's a fragility about her, and yet she's really brave. I don't know if I have the courage or the guts to sort of do something that she has. There's also there's a simmering quality about her through the show, which is just it's lovely. It's just that the exterior though is so calm and composed that I don't know. I really had a fantastic time playing.
And talking about the content, normally when we pick up the newspaper, we read those columns in the newspaper especially, and people generally laugh, they fun. After seeing this, Dr. Arora, the kind of mindset the people have, it will change. Do you think so?
I hope that, I mean, there's a very important line in the trailer. कि जब तक गुप्त रहेगा तब तक रोग रहेगा. I think that kind of is like a summary to the entire show in a way that we need to talk about it, and because unless we talk about it, it's not going to be normal for people to talk about it. Till now, saying sex is considered such a oh my god like kind of a thing, no? Like mat ko, thoda sharam aata hai, wo sab hota hai. So I feel like we need to move away from that. I think we need to talk about it, and I hope this. I know for a fact that Sony Live is picking up subjects that are from the heartland, are topics that they want people to think about and talk about, and I have a feeling it will get people talking about these things at least. Maybe they won't watch it with the entire family, maybe they'll watch it showcasing, but they'll watch it, and it will bring about conversations for sure.
But I feel like also the show and the subject that we've taken, when you have a subject that is a taboo or that is sort of say, oh my god, like how she said, if you bring a little humor to it and if you make a little light of it, it's much more palatable, and I think that's what India sir and the writers have done. It's just that they've made it more accessible to everybody, and it's not that there is Imtiaz sir said, this it's like a service that these doctors are offering, but these doctors want to sort of you don't even want to know that that this person is a sexologist or whatever. Also, imagine somebody was just mentioning that when you tell your parents this is what I'm going to be.
Yes, yes.
It's almost like why don't you have other streams of doctory that you can be a part of, and why this? But I think it's
Like you forget
Yeah,
sexologists,
inclusive.
even gynecologist. I know
Yeah.
people feel embarrassed to tell their parents that they want to become a gynac.
Yeah.
I think that needs to change, and I think we're moving towards the time that it will change.
Talking about Imtiaz, how was your reaction when you first Imtiaz Ali told you that you are in my season done? What was your reaction?
So my first interaction with Imtiaz was so I had done a test for through Mukesh Chabra, the casting director, and I had done it, and it had been like a month or so, and I hadn't heard back from them. And then suddenly I get a call from Nidhi, who works for Windows Seats, and she's like, "Listen, we love the test, but Imtiaz wants to talk to you." And I was in Pondicherry at that time for some work, and I was like, "He wants to talk to me for what? Like, what does he want to say to me?" So he's like, "No, I don't know, but he wants to get on a Zoom call with you." And I was petrified firstly. I couldn't sleep the entire night because the next day was my Zoom call with Imtiaz. But the first thing that came to my mind now was, which means Imtiaz has seen my audition, which means he likes me as an actor, which means he knows I exist. I mean, I'm like, forget if I get this part or not. I'm like, he knows that I'm good. And he likes it. I mean, for me, that was like a win situation already. Anyway, so next day I get onto this Zoom call and I'm petrified. I'm like, I don't know if this, you always think that the first impression is your last impression kind of a thing. What is he going to think of me and stuff like that? And cut to, he's this normal sitting, like he's wearing a normal t-shirt and jeans, and he's sitting on a chair and he's talking very casually to me. And I remember being blank for the first 5 minutes of it because I was just looking at him, because this was the first time that I was looking at him not as an actor and not just as an audience member. So I think working with Imtiaz has definitely been a very huge learning experience for me. I mean, I was fortunate enough to do workshops with him, get to understand how he works with actors, and I remember one constant thing that I heard throughout the making of this thing was Archit used to tell me that Mithu, which is the character that I play, is Imtiaz's favorite character in the show. So I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of pressure for you to, for someone to tell you that please do it well because it's his favorite character. But I'm glad that, just today I was talking to Imtiaz and he said that, the moment I saw that scene of you walking into the shop, I just knew that we had Mithu correct. So
for me, it was the opposite. I think they came back to me saying that I don't fit the part because, like Imtiaz is there, I'm too glamorous to play Vaishali. And then I think I just sort of texted him saying that please don't take a part away from me because of the way I look, because then I'm a chameleon and I can transform in any form, and I'll show it to you. So I remember I was shooting for Bamini and Boys. One day I finished early and I came back home and I called my maid. I said, my saris and I want a blouse. And I wore that at home and I made her take my photos. I took out my hair a little bit and I sent them across those pictures. And I told them, I was like, please have a look at these work for you guys. And somehow, I don't know how, I think Nidhi, the creative producer, and one of our ADs, Aranya, they were like sold. They're like, she has to be it. But Imtiaz sir was still like thinking about it when they had seen my read. But yeah, once I sent the pictures in, it was just, that's Nidhi. And even today, he actually turned around and said, he's saying, look at you. And then he pointed at the standee there with me. He says, we were just wondering how you would transform into Vaishali like that. And
how well?
Lovely.
What according to you, what will be the USP of the film? Why do you think that the audience should go and watch this?
I think there's a freshness, newness about something like this. This topic has never really been dealt with. Secondly, the music is outstanding. Thirdly, there is just really beautiful characters that you will see and fall in love with, including her and me. So yeah, there is something for everybody. There is something. There is an emotional connect also that you will have with all of them, which is really important, I think.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.